Finally, Kylian Mbappe decided to break his silence amidst the growing likelihood of a departure from Paris Saint Germain next year. The World Cup winner's contract at Parc is set to expire next summer, and a move away from the club is likely to happen. The young forward has now confirmed the doubts of even the most optimistic of PSG fans that he did indeed request a departure from the club after Real Madrid made 2 bids to secure his signature. The youngster is on a media tour. On the day of the France national team's reunion for the last 4 of the League of Nations, Mbappé told RMC Sport that he requested chairman Nasser Al-Khelaifi to allow him to leave the club. So today, we're going to discuss the tell-all interview that Mbappé had with L'Équipe, while also shedding light on a few other stories. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon so that football is never far away from you. Barcelona are not having the best of days right now, and you have to feel for summer signing Memphis Depay, who joined the Spaniards in less than ideal circumstances, even though he had other offers on the table. The Dutchman even accepted a pay cut to help the Blaugrana weather the financial crisis they're in right now. While on national team duty, a reporter from ESPN asked the former Lyon man if he regretted his decision to join Ronald Koeman's side. Depay did not take kindly to the question and asked the reporter why he would ask such a question. "It's Barcelona. I don't think you understand how big this club is and what it means for a player if you move to a club like this. I would never regret it. Despite results, I'm really happy at the club. It's been a difficult time for the team. I don't want to talk about that much, but people are acting like the season is already over." Following the departure of Lionel Messi, Depay has a lot of responsibility on his shoulders and is now a focal point of what we can safely assume to be a depleted attack force. With 3 goals and 1 assist in 7 games, hopefully Depay inspires the Catalan Giants to something unexpected by the end of this campaign. Following Man United's 1-1 draw with Everton in their recent Premier League outing, there were a lot of talking points and some due criticism directed towards Ole Gunnar Solskjaer. The Norwegian tactician decided to bench Cristiano Ronaldo and Paul Pogba for the encounter, while Sir Alex Ferguson watched his former team toil for the right result alongside mixed martial arts legend Khabib Nurmagomedov. The great Scottish tactician was then seen chatting with him following the game, where he commented that a manager should always start with his best players. The video begins midway through the conversation, with Ferguson saying, "I also think that when they saw Ronaldo wasn't playing... Nurmagomedov reminds him that Ronaldo entered in the second half before Ferguson interjects, replying, "I know, but you should always start with your best players." The very fact that Sir Alex disagreed with his former players' starting 11 is an indictment on the manager himself, who's now under a lot of pressure to deliver. A run of poor results has once again resurfaced the #AllOut campaign on social media. A 2-week international break might be seen as a reprieve, but as long as the manager doesn't get his tactics right, Manchester United will continue struggling against a lot of teams in England and beyond. So let's get back to the most important discussion on today's video. I think it would be better to discuss everything one by one rather than present a jumbled up turn of events. Paris Saint Germain ended their week with a surprise defeat on the Stade Rennais lawn on Sunday. Not the best result before seeing the players go to their respective national teams. But the international break won't be enough to bring serenity around the capital club, because Kylian Mbappe has decided to break his silence about agitating a move during the summer transfer window. Remember, while he had asked for sporting guarantees from the Ile-de-France club in May, he found himself very close to joining Real Madrid at the end of August, following an offensive from Florentino Perez. However, PSG had already showed their fans and the rest of the world their intentions by recruiting Messi, Ramos, Donnarumma, Hakimi and Wijnaldum. Despite that, Mbappe wanted out, so it wasn't surprising to see him being whistled and booed by fans. Not just that, it was a little strange that rather than being honest about his desires, Mbappe chose to stay quiet, even though he isn't one of those players who stays away from the media. Finally, the forward decided to speak his mind on RMC, where he had a lot of things to say about his situation at the club. And when he did speak up, Mbappe gave the impression that he had PSG's interests in his heart all along, even though he wanted to leave them in the summer. Mbappe claims that he'd informed the club of his decision very early in the summer transfer window, and did not like it when it was being reported that he put in the request right at the end of the window. Now, this is a little tricky to understand because normally such huge transfers don't happen overnight. At the same time, Real Madrid made 2 bids when there wasn't much time left in the window. Even if PSG had decided to accept the bid, the French giants surely wouldn't have had enough time to arrange for a replacement of his level. So rather than leaving themselves hang out to dry, the league leaders decided to take a gamble and keep a player who was more likely to run down his contract than sign a new one. And then Mbappé proceeded to throw a stone towards sporting director Leonardo. It had been reported that the 22-year-old had rejected multiple contract offers and that he didn't want to speak with Leonardo. But that's not it. Apparently, Mbappé also did not appreciate Nasser Al-Khelaifi's tone when asked about Mbappe's departure. The PSG chairman decided to adopt a bullish stance and refused to budge, even going as far as to say that his club did not need Real Madrid's money. Mbappé says that his president's words were a little scary. At first, when I heard that, it's scary when your president says he's never going to leave. When I heard that, I gulped a little in front of my TV. I said to myself, but hey, what's going to happen there? That's why I didn't want to react instantly, because when I hear that, I say to myself, wow. While it seems more likely that he will leave the club in 2022, Mbappé has indicated that there is a chance that he will end up signing an extension. The young forward says that he owed his fans and the French public a clear explanation of his situation. However, the youngster has also admitted that things can change in football. I've been in football long enough now to know that the truth of yesterday is not the truth of today, nor that of tomorrow. If I'd been told that Messi was going to play for PSG, I would not have believed him, so we don't know what can happen, he said. But don't get your hopes up just yet, since Mbappé has also said that he doesn't want to think about his future at the moment, because he's already wasted a lot of time and energy on it in the summer. In the meantime, there's no doubt that the rumours about the future of Kylian Mbappé will continue to fuse in all directions in the coming months. It was the little bomb of the week sent by Florentino Perez. On Monday, Kylian Mbappé confirmed his desire to leave PSG to join Real Madrid during the 2021 summer transfer window, explaining that he wanted the Rouge et Bleu to receive a transfer fee for his departure rather than see him leave for nothing. Faced with sudden media pressure following the player's detailed interview, Real Madrid's Supremo was forced into clarifying things on this hot issue. Perez says that he is hopeful to see everything to be resolved once the January transfer window opens. The France international will be able to speak with other clubs from January 1st, and the way this entire scenario has opened up, we believe that at the very least, Real Madrid will be able to agree personal terms with the player. Meanwhile, PSG are looking to make one last move in order to test the player's resolve. Reportedly, a new contract offer is already being prepared, and it aims at making Kylian Mbappé the best paid player in the squad, ahead of Lionel Messi and Neymar. However, it remains to be seen if the youngster will actually care much about another lucrative offer. It seems pretty clear that Mbappe's eagerness to leave Parc is not born out of a desire to make more money. PSG can obviously pay more than the Spanish giants. Mbappé grew up supporting Real Madrid, and at the age of 22, he's ready to test himself at one of the most demanding football teams in the world. While a lot of PSG fans will be furious to see him leave this way, Mbappé does deserve a move that he's been dreaming of ever since he was a kid. The French giants, on the other hand, are definitely going to look for the right replacement next year, and with the financial strength that they possess, they won't be worried about not being able to find the right one.